Hello everybody. I wanted to make a quick video about just recital prep tips and tricks now that we're getting really close to time. You'll be starting to organize your costumes and make sure you have everything. So just wanted to give you some last minute tips through a video. Normally I just send them like in an email, but I wanted to do both this year for people that would prefer to see it like in an actual video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the actual organization of costumes and all the extra pieces and all of that. So just some things I would suggest is I would make a checklist for each costume. These clear garment bags that I got for Henry's costumes, I got them on Amazon. I think it was like a set of 6 was like $10. So I like that they're clear because I can obviously very clearly see what costume is inside the garment bag without having to open it. So, if you want to purchase these, I mean, that's helpful. Or if you want, like, if you only have a couple of costumes and you're like, what do I carry this in? I don't want to just shove it in my bag. You can maybe like go in with some of the kids in your class and order a set of them. I think it only breaks down to like, what, $2, a little less than $2 per garment bag. So anyways, I would suggest making a checklist for each costume and attach it to your garment bag or hang it in a hanger or put it in a Ziploc with accessories and shoes. So here's what I did for Henry's Trolls costume. I wrote on there Trolls, and then I wrote on there everything that he needs extra in addition to what's hanging. So his Converse are right here. He needs to wear black socks with it, so I need to add black socks to his bag. And then need to be tied in a double knot. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of paper, an index card or something with like contact paper and hang it and tape it right here that will say everything that should be in this costume as well as what order this is in the show. Like, so I'll say for show 2, this is the 47th dance, I think. And then for the first show, it's dance 47. For the second show, it's dance number 2. That way, whoever's getting him dressed, if it's not you, knows what order the costumes go in. So that would be something that I would suggest, labeling for the kids that have multiple costumes, labeling what order it is in the show. And then you can like hang them up. Like if you don't have like a hangable, like a hang up rack, you could bring like a small little clothing rack or something to hang your costumes on in order. Again, if you only have like one costume or maybe 2 costumes, don't worry about that as much, about needing to have somewhere to hang it, because there'll probably be little ledges and stuff in the dressing room you can hang it on. But if your kid has 7 or 8 costumes, then you definitely want a way to keep them in order from first dance to their last dance, costume wise, so that when the kids go to change real fast, they just know that exactly what's next is the costume right next to it. If you're going to take them out of the garment bag prior to using if you're going to take them out of the garment bag and hang them up, you can just poke a hole in the Ziploc bag and then hang it over the hanger so that everything is all together. Oh, somebody had this really good idea. Buy one of those, because I always hear about pieces are getting lost, pieces are flying everywhere when the kids are making their quick changes. Get like a collapsible laundry basket rather than like a big bulky laundry basket, and open it up around your kids' area and just have them, when they're stripping their costumes off, just have them throw everything in there. Then after the first show is over, you can reorganize, regroup, and get their costumes ready for the second show. Or you can also throw them in their dream duffel for the kids that have those, or just some sort of basket or something, like a catching place for all of their pieces so that they don't lose them as they're standing next to changing to 5 different friends that have the exact same costumes. Print off a lineup and hang it in your area and highlight your kids' dances. You could even do 2 different lineups and switch them out between shows if it's easier to read that way, because some, like all of our company kiddos, you guys have 2 different versions of the show. You're doing your solo in one but not the other. You're doing your group dances in one but not the other. So that would be a way, like, you definitely don't want to get confused. My biggest fear is that someone's going to accidentally put on the wrong costume for the wrong show because they'll be looking at the wrong lineup. I'm going to go through and switch the lineups out between the shows. I'm going to just post a lineup all over the building for the first show first, and then I'll switch them out for the second show so that no one gets confused when they're looking at my lineups. But if you're doing your own lineup that you print out, you may do 2 separate lineups for each show for the company kids that have that being an issue. Okay. If you won't be the one to change your kids' costumes, you might consider taking a picture of them in full costume with all the pieces exactly where they need to be, print it off and stick it in the Ziploc bag or stick it on the garment bag or whatever, so that whoever's changing your kiddo knows exactly what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to try to do that for my kid because I won't be changing him, so that way if my mom changes him or one of the dance moms or my husband, they all know exactly where all of the pieces need to go on his body, headpieces, shoes, the color, tights, and whatever. Well, not tights for a boy, but you know what I mean. Okay. If you have a lot of costumes, I already said that, you might want to do a costume run with your dancer and practice making any of those quick changes before next Friday. You could even make it a game and see how quick you can get changed. And it's mostly company kids that have those quick changes. But it would be kind of a fun game to see, like, okay, how quick can we change from, birthday party to the next costume that we have or whatever. So that way you can kind of practice, like, your method of how you're going to get it off, what you're going to take off first, and all of that stuff. Make sure you have your dancers read through their costume order several times so that they can become familiar with what dances are when in the show. Because one of the kids was like, isn't my solo right before the end of the show? And I was like, no, your solo is like third. So they definitely need to be able to familiarize themselves with their lineup, especially if they're a little older, and start taking some of that responsibility on themselves. Okay. That's about it as far as the organization goes. Now these I'm just going to read off, and then we will be done. And I'll send all these things I'm going to read off out. Make sure no nail polish, and no jewelry should be worn for dress rehearsal, picture day, and the actual shows. Definitely remove nail polish, toenail polish, and jewelry. No underwear under costumes because I can see it from the stage. I can see your cute little Disney printed underwear underneath your tights in your costume, or I could see like the underwear lines. So no undies. Bring clean and healthy snacks, and water are the only food related items that are allowed in the dressing rooms. Make sure you put a cover up over their costume or take it completely off of them before they eat anything. The last thing we need is a stain or something to happen to one of their costumes. Don't bring any food that stains fingers, teeth, lips, or costumes or anything. So like no crazy colored ring pops and whatever that's going to turn their teeth blue for 3 years. And no peanuts. Don't bring anything with peanuts. It's just easier. I don't know if I don't think we have a current peanut allergy. I'm not 100% sure on that statement, but just don't bring any. It's just easier not to. Fuel their bodies with healthy meals that will help them keep their energy up. Really, really consider that well, like sandwiches, trail mix, like just things that are really going to fuel their body, keep them full, and keep them being able to focus and keep energy up, rather than, a whole bunch of junk food. This is a huge one. Put your dancer's name on everything. Literally every single thing. Costumes, headpieces, things that go on their arms, shoes, tights, gloves. Every single thing that will go on your child's body or be related to them at all. Please put their name on it. Please, please. I'm almost done. Relax. The kids will pick up on your stress. So don't show them that you're stressed, or don't be stressed. Just relax. It's fun. It's a fun show. It's going to be a great day. Last one, hide makeup from the little ones or keep it out of their reach. Another studio owner was telling me that their preschoolers, one of them had gotten into the makeup and completely covered her face and gotten it all over her costume because she was playing with her makeup when no one was looking in the dressing room. So yeah. Okay. That is it. if you have any more questions, let me know. Hopefully this answered some of your concerns. And I will send you a link to this video, and I'll also, like I said, I'll send a typed version of this to you as well. But if you prefer a video, there it is.